9:30 here in New York. Fox News alert now. The backlash from the immigration crisis growing across the country. Protesters now popping up in a handful of states trying to block illegals from coming into their communities. It comes 2 weeks after Marietta, California, north of San Diego, blocked several buses filled with women and children from coming into their town. William Juenesse is live in his town. That's Los Angeles, California, with more. And it seems like another day and yet another round of protests. What's happening out there, William?
Connecticut, California, blue states to red bill, opposing points of view. Do you protect immigrant minors because they're children or send them home because they crossed illegally? For some, it's about the law. Others, it's about the cost. Take a look at this ad from yesterday. The Florence Crittenden nonprofit offering foster parents up to $6,054 tax-free to care for, quote, unaccompanied refugee minors. The charity did confirm to us they're under contract with the feds to handle this surge of Central American children. Yesterday, outside Tucson, the two sides squared off as the feds tried to get a boys' ranch to take into some 50 kids who got temporary asylum. In Michigan, a similar scene as Washington tried to put 100 kids in a juvenile facility. Even in Lynn, Massachusetts, the mayor is pushing back.
We have been aware of the unaccompanied children issue for quite a while, but now it's gotten to the point where our school system is overwhelmed, our health department is overwhelmed, the city's budget is being substantially altered.
You know, Bill, Border Patrol officials say no one should be surprised by this. They keep daily numbers on who enters and from where. Going back 3 years, there's been a weekly uptick. Everyone saw this coming.
Wow. What is the latest with Congress trying to find a solution? Any headway at the moment?
Well, you know, yes, a lot of disagreement. Lawmakers are trying to eliminate the push, meaning the poverty and violence in Central America, and the pull, the lack of immigration enforcement here. So there's a bill on the Hill just introduced, bipartisan, Cornyn and Cuellar, that would hold kids for 7 days, give them the option of leaving voluntarily, not currently in the law, and then an immigration judge would have 3 days to decide if there's credible evidence that they have a credible fear of persecution if they go home. Then they would not be released into our community for 5 to 6 years and never show up in court. Critics I've spoken to say these kids are not being trafficked as slaves or prostitutes as the law requires. They're being brought here by their parents who are here illegally, and they should not be reunited, but they should be all deported and prosecuted for paying the smugglers to bring their kids here. Others say cut off the foreign aid bill. Basically, Honduras, El Salvador, as well as Guatemala, $900 million over the last 6 years. Some say cut it off. Others say give them more. Back to you.
William, thank you. William Juenesse, a lot of strain out there.